Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah. Thank you so much for coming by today. So in today's video, I am going to be doing a little bit of a throwback palette look. This is inspired by that girl Shay. I think that's her username. I'm not entirely sure, but she's super cute, sweet, bubbly. She's so delightful. She's always so positive and so thorough in her looks, but she did a look today using the Urban Decay Vice 4, and I thought, God, how fun would that be to do a look with? So I busted mine out since I still have it. I'm not going to do the same look that she did, but she certainly inspired me. She used a couple of the colors that I have loved using most. So I'm going to go out of my comfort zone and use a couple of shades in here that I wouldn't normally use. She did a cut crease. I'm not that technically advanced. I don't care to do them on me. They don't look good on me. I don't have the right eye shape for a cut crease. I've got the lid space, but the distance between like here to here, it just doesn't look right on me. It's quite dramatic, even more than I usually go for. So I'm not going to be doing that type of a look. But to start, I'm going to take the Sigma E35 and I'm going to use let's see here, the color Discreet. It's like a purple print on this black. It's kind of hard to read, especially once this palette gets dirty. But what do you do? So that's on my brush. Just gonna give it a tap to get the excess off, and then I'm gonna go in and start applying this. As you can see, I already have my base on. And then I'm going to take the same brush with that same color and apply it to my bottom lash line. Usually how I like to do my looks is anything that goes in the crease on top is also put on the lash line on the bottom. Personally, I find that that really ties the whole look together, and it's easier when my brush is just used for that one color initially. Alright, so then I'm going to find, let's see here, you've got a MAC 217, and I am going to go into probably a darker color now, because I don't want to use anything too warm toned. She did something kind of cool toned in hers, and I really liked it, so that's where I'm also feeling very inspired. So I'm going to go in with a dark brown called Delete. I'm not showing every color on here. It's too cumbersome to hold this palette up to the camera, but I'm going to pick it up on the tip of my brush. You can see it's quite dark. And I'll put that in the crease starting in the outer corner. It might appear like a cut crease because of how it's applying, but I promise you this is not intentional. It's just kind of how it works with my eye shape. And I like to do a little at a time. I can get that darkness achieved without having to worry about fallout. So we've got something really nice and smoky in the crease. It's just a lot of blending. And then same brush, same dark brown, bottom lash line. And I do drag it up and out a little bit to connect it to this upper part. Looks a little weird right now, but it will come together when I put my lid colors on. Oh, and also anyone watching, you'll be delighted to know if you're trying to follow along with either colors similar or this palette, I will not be doing any wing liner. I'll just be doing a thin black line just to help blend in my false lash band. So it's a look. It's something else. So moving on, we're going to start working on lid shades. I'm going to take a E58 from Sigma. It's synthetic. And I think, I'm going to use the color called Underhand. It's kind of like a, I don't even know how to describe it. It's a purple of sorts. It's kind of a red-based purple. I'm going to first load up the brush with a shadow. Hard to see on this brush because the brush is brown, but then I'm going to mist it with some of this all-nighter from Urban Decay. And I'm going to start applying this on the outer corner, the outer third. 2 reasons for getting this wet. 1, it certainly intensifies the color, and also it stops any fallout. And from lashes all the way to meet that dark color in the crease. I might even smudge some of that on my lower lash line toward the end. I'm not sure, but it's nice and intense right now. And yeah, underhand is one of those colors that I don't typically ever play with. So our next brush is going to be this concealer brush that Sephora doesn't even make anymore. It was their number 76 Pro Flat Concealer. I love it. I don't know why they discontinued it, but they did. So I'm going to go in the color called 1985. It's this really pretty fuchsia moment. So repeating the steps here, just loading up the brush and then going to get it wet with the setting spray. Makes it go on kind of like a paint. And I'm getting some fallout and whatnot, but what do you do? Dust it away as gently as possible and move on. I'm gonna do that at the end though, because I'm sure that I'm going to have more. And I like to do this, get the brush wet step with synthetic brushes. You can use natural hair ones, but they kind of absorb the liquid and don't release the product the way you want. All right, and for inner corner, I thought I knew what I was gonna do, but now I think I'm gonna switch it up and go back to a color that I've always loved from this palette, and that is the color called Flame. So just watch. It just has these micro glitters in it and it's so pretty. And then I'm trying to see if I even have a black eyeliner over here. I don't think I do. Okay, pencil black liner. You know what? This will be more fun. I have one here from NARS that I got. It's their velvet eyeliner. It's in the color Blue Lotus. This is how it swatches. Pretty. I think this will be really lovely in the waterline. I like that a lot, actually. I think that's much better than a black. And then I'm just gonna quickly dust off the fallout. I'm just gonna use a clean number 42 brush from Sephora. They call it the drawing blending. It's just this big fluffy thing. And if you're gentle with it, it's going to be really nice to just kind of whisk away the stuff that fell down that's just not invited to the party in the first place. And then kind of back to my idea from earlier, I am going to go back to that E58 and the color Underhand on more of like the tip part of this and just give it a quick spray and put it on the bottom lash line. And connect it on the outer corner. And then we're gonna go back to the very first brush, the E35, and just kind of blend the crease and some of those edges, just so it's not so severe and harsh. And so far, I would say the star of this look is the orange on the inner corner. It just sparkles. It's so, so pretty. So now we move on to the liquid liner. You can use pencil for this. I'm just using liquid. It's what I have. It's easy. So I'm just going to use the Kat Von D tattoo liner in black, Trooper Black, whatever, you know. And again, just a thin line. This is just to help camouflage the false lashes. If you're good enough at applying your fake lashes without needing to do this, then you can even skip it. If I had a black pencil liner that I actually liked available, like say the Marc Jacobs or something like that, I would tightline. I hate the feel of tightlining. It irritates my eyes so bad. It makes me cry. And then that ruins my makeup. Who has time? Not me. So we're just gonna move on. Do what you like. For mascara, I'm going to use Fetish Eyes from Pat McGrath. Use any mascara that you have open. Really doesn't matter what is used on top because we're gonna put fake lashes on anyway. All right, so final steps to the look. We're gonna put on fake lashes like I was mentioning. My camera died, so I had to wait about 25 minutes for it to gain enough juice. So I'm gonna use the 113 Wispy Lashes from Ardell, and to put those on using the black adhesive by House of Lashes. Hasn't changed. I've used this pair before, hence why I'm not really showing you a whole lot. And to apply them, I'm just using cheap tweezers, if you will, from Revlon. Two more steps. We're going to just set these brows because I didn't set them earlier using the clear brow gel from Decay. It works. Is it my favorite? No. Is it my least favorite? No. It's just what's open. Very final step is just the lip. And for that, I'm going to use a MAC lipstick. It's in the color Might have been limited edition, might not. I don't know, but it works. This is what we've got. Let me zoom in so you can see the eyes. Skin is real basic. I already have a video filmed a video on how to do the skin, so if you want to see how that's done, watch for it. I think I'm going to put that up before this, but who knows. Anyway, that is the end of this eye look with the Urban Decay Vice 4 palette. Thank you, that girl Shay, for talking about it today. It is such a fun palette. I've done a couple of videos with this when I first bought it, so definitely check those out. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do. Even if I don't post very often, I do appreciate your support. If I find that people are engaging with my videos, I will be more likely to film them more often. With that being said, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for coming by, and hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Bye!